Hi, I'm Katherine from Presto Classical. I have James Gilchrist with me at Presto Classical, and we're going to have a quick chat about the new King's College recording of the Mozart Requiem. It's a very special recording in that it's 2 discs with not just the Süssmayr completion, but with a myriad of other new completions, and those contemporary with Mozart too. James, hi. I understand you have quite a long-standing connection with King's. Were you a chorister or
a choral scholar?
Choral
yes,
scholar.
I was an undergraduate at King's. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yes, it was. I haven't been back that much, so it was quite fun to go back and work with the choir again.
And do you think the basic sound has the King's sound changed very much since you were?
It's very hard to remember. I don't think hugely. I mean, no. I think, of course, when I arrived, Stephen Cleabury was quite a new boy, and now he's been there a wee while. So I think he's been able to nurture the sound that he really wants from the choir now.
Yeah, it certainly sounds fantastic on the little preview that we've had. Yeah. I wanted to ask you mainly about some of these new completions. Michael Finnissy, all sorts of people in the mix. Any of them particularly stand out to you?
Well, I mean, I've always been very fond of the Süssmayr completion, and in some ways I sort of feel other people's trying is sometimes less successful than it might be, but you're absolutely right, there were some intriguing ones that came out, and I did like Michael Finnissy's one very much, and it was very, very different. And I love the concept of this record that they've come up with, that you can have the Süssmayr as usual, but then, if you want, you can try somebody else's completion and sort of mix and match and do it your own way, and I think that's rather exciting, really. I mean, it's a different way of making a record.
Indeed, and you can arrange the tracks, I think, with the layout of this disc so that you can splice them in as and when you want to, I think. The other thing that struck us, I noticed this particularly in the Benedictus and the Süssmayr, the familiar setting, is it's quite a range of voice types amongst the solo quartet, and it works beautifully. Yes. And on paper it looked, to me, a little strange. We've got Christine Wright, who was singing Verdi, A Covent Garden, a very light soprano yourself, and then Christopher Purvis.
Chris Purvis, yes.
Did that blend just happen, or did it take work?
I think it did. I mean, obviously we did work together for a few days in order to get it sounding right. We do know each other. We've certainly worked together before, all 4 of us. Perhaps not all 4 together, but we certainly all knew each other very well, and I think that does help a lot. And you know, when you're in the recording environment, you've got the building around you, you've got the choir. We were actually positioned really right in the midst of the choir, and I think that and the engineering was very wonderfully done, so that the sound of the building is enveloping and warming the sound, but without any loss of clarity. And I think it does come across well. I agree with you. On paper, they do sound as if they might not be a quartet that works, but I think the fact that we know each other and have broadly, come from sort of, as it were, a choral background, I think that does sort of help.
Indeed. Well, it certainly sounds glorious. The record aria and the Benedictus, fantastic. But do also check out those new completions on the 2nd disc. That's something very different indeed, and I think quite beautiful. Thanks, James.
Pleasure.
Cheers. Bye-bye.